We have discussed a long portion and one more simple topic is remaining. Have you written the question and answers in your notebook? Hope the points what we discussed is clear to you all. And read your textbook. Write the question and answers in your notebook. Study regularly and systematically. Today we are starting a new topic. In the next topic, that is forest rebellion in Java. And the previous classes we discussed about the Indian forest rebellion. That means about the Indian communities. That means Indian forest communities and the policies made the British in India we discussed. But today we are discussing not about the condition of India and the European or British colonial policies, but we are discussing about the forest rebellion in Java. Have you heard about Java? Where is Java located? Java is situated in Indonesia. Indonesia. Do you know the position of Indonesia? Indonesia. You just take the atlas and study the location of Indonesia. We are discussing the forest rebellion organized by the forest communities in Java, Indonesia. Okay, Java is situated in Indonesia. Where not the British, they established a colonialism by the Dutch. That means Java was under the control of Dutch, the people of Holland. Dutch, they also came here, Dutch people. They had colonies in India also, we studied. That means Java was under the control of Dutch. What British made here, introduced the forest policies here. In the same way, Dutch introduced forest policies in Java also. Okay, that means Dutch started their forest colonialist policies in Java in Indonesia. And what are these policies that we are discussing now? Okay, and Dutch started the colonial management. And like Indian forest communities, Javan forest communities were also expert in doing many other things. They were very expert in cutting trees or transporting the logs and many other activities inside the forest. They fully depend on forest for their livelihoods. They live inside the forest. They had their own beliefs and rites and rituals, as we discussed in the Indian case, same way. And then at the same time, the Dutch also wanted the wood for timber for making ships, making for industrial activities or industrial production. They wanted raw material. Java was very rich in its forest material or forest raw material. That's why they established Dutch established colonial policies. So they started the colonies established the colonies in Java. In order to utilize this forest products in Java, they also made many policies. What British did in India? They introduced the forest policies. They restricted the forest communities from entering the forested areas. Okay, and then they made their own policies. They introduced the scientific forestry here. We discussed already. That means they made lots of restrictions on the life of forest communities, especially Kalang forest communities. Kalang forest communities were the expert wood cutters of Java. Kalang forest communities, they made lots of restrictions. And they introduced or made taxes. They imposed taxes on the people. But later, they wanted to get the help of that people. In the initial period, they introduced lots of restrictions, but later they understood that without the help of these forest communities, it is very difficult to transport the timber from forest to other place. That's why they introduced or made certain changes in their policies in later times. And as a result, they made a different policy in Java. That policy is called as bland dog distinct system. Bland dog distinct system. That means they introduced tax on the land, but later this tax was removed. If the forest communities were ready to help the British for cutting wood or transporting forest, they were allowed to stay inside the forest. Okay, without giving any taxes. Understood? Land-on listing is a system or deal between the forest community and Dutch government. As per this, Dutch government introduced rent on land, but later those communities who were ready to help the Dutch for many purposes were exempted from paying this rent. That means they got the help of some people. Some people helped the British, but some people were against it definitely. Some people were not ready to give the taxes, not ready to follow the Dutch policies. What we discussed in India's case, the same. There are some similarities between Indian case and the Javan case. And there were many communities were against. These communities in Java also started rebellion, forest rebellion. They organized a massive rebellion against Dutch people. And the important rebellion organized by Dutch people was led by Sami. The leader of Dutch transformation rebellion was Sami. Sami organized a movement against Dutch policies. But this movement was this movement was widespread. Later, it spread in a wide area of Java. Many forest communities were participating in this movement. But what British did in India? The same way, Dutch with their mighty troop, they suppressed the movement. They utilized the forest products for their own purposes. That means the rebellion organized by Sami and other forest communities were fully suppressed by the Dutch. Dutch made their own policies later. That means the Javan forest rebellion was also a success as far as these European communities were concerned. Okay, that means we have discussed that in not only in India but also many countries in the world witnessed the same forest rebellion during this period. Okay, during 80s, 90s period. Hope it is understood and read the textbook. We can summarize that point or recall that point again. Let us recall the points what we have learned now. The question is, explain the forest rebellion in Java. Javan forest rebellion. The first point, Java in Indonesia where Dutch started forest management. Java situated in Indonesia where Dutch started the forest management. Second point, there were many forest communities live in Java. Third, the Dutch enacted forest laws in Java which restricted the villagers' access to forest. Fourth point, villagers were punished for grazing cattle, transporting wood from the forest and traveling on forest roads. The next point, the Dutch introduced blanked-on distance system. That means the system was a deal between Dutch government of Java and the forest dwellers. Under this system, the Dutch first imposed rent on land being cultivated in the forest and then exempted some villagers from this rent if they worked to provide free labor for Dutch. That means Dutch introduced this system by which they restricted the people from entering in the forested area and take the forest products. The next is, around 1819, Surontico Samin of Randerblanten village started a movement against Dutch policies. Around 1819, Samin, the leader of this forest transformation or forest rebellion in Java was Samin. He started a movement against the Dutch forest policies. It resulted a widespread movement organized by the forest communities in Java which forced the Dutch to change their forest policies in Java. As a result of this widespread movement, and Dutch government in Java forced to make some changes in their policies. You should write all these question and answers in your notebook and prepare for the test. Thank you.